Advaita Radha Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Tagore Premanande. Jayam Vishnupa Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Shotatara Shishimaras Divine Grace Shila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Shila Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnupa Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Shotatara Shishimaras Divine Grace Shila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Maharaj Ki Karnatakoti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Namacharya Shila Haridas Thakur Ki Prem Skaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Giradhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopinath Shamakun Radhakun Giri Govardhan Ki Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Ganga Mai Yamuna Mai Ki Bhakti Devi Tulsi Devi Ki Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Shri Brihad Mardanga Ki Samaveda Bhaktivinoda Ki Shri Nrisimha Caturdasi Mahotsava Ki Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the lotus feet of Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Namaste Nrisimhaya. Namaste Nrisimhaya. Pralada Lada Daine. Hiranya Kashipur Vakshaha. Shilatangana Kalaye. Ito Nishinga Parata Nishinga. Yatoya Mitata Nishinga. Bahir Nishinga Hridaye Nishinga. Nishinga Madim Sharanam Prapade. Madim Sharanam Prapade. Tavakara Kamala Varenaka Adbhuta Shinga Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringa Keshavadrita Narahare Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Keshavadrita Narahare Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Keshavadrita Narahare Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Jaya Nrisimha Bhagavan ki, Prahlad Maharaj ki, Jai Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'd like to welcome everybody and wish everybody a happy and joyous Nrisimha Caturdasi. Today is the auspicious day where the Lord Nrisimha has appeared. Beautiful pastime that we'll hear about in just a moment from His Grace Vishnu Prabhu. Just want to give you a quick schedule for tonight. We're going to have a talk by, as mentioned, Vishnu Prabhu and Lord Nrisimha for till about 7:15. At 7:15 to 7:30 there'll be a dance performance. And then at 7:30 we're going to have the chanting of the Nrisimha Kavacham prayers. There's going to be an arti, and then after the Nrisimha Kavacham prayers there will be kirtan. Now, during that time, two things will be happening. First, during the Nrisimha Kavacham prayers, those who are sponsoring puja thalis, right out here at the front desk, beautiful plates. They have different offerings that will be made to the deities, and especially to our Lord Nrisimha here that has come. It's the personal deities of the Govan family. So thank you for sharing Lord Nrisimha with us tonight. So the thali plates, you'll see there's these, I call them the Nrisimha Kavachas, but they're actually called pavitras. They look like this, but a little bit smaller. They haven't been offered yet to the deities. But so you'll bring the plate up, and while offering it to the deities, you'll actually place it on Lord Nrisimha, and the priest will give you a garland back in return. So you'll be getting this offered, pavitra, as part of it. So if you're interested in doing that, right outside the table you'll see these plates at 7:30. And then after that's done, we're going to have Pushpanjali to the deity. So I don't want to get too much into the details, I'll describe that a little bit later. But at this time, please turn your attention. So Vishnu Prabhu is sitting right here, so we may just want to turn ourselves to make sure we're facing him. Hare Krishna.
You know, we're observing the appearance of Lord. How do you say that? How do you say that? Nasri. It's actually, and this pastime of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the 7th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, and practically almost the entire 7th canto is dedicated to this exchange between the Lord Nrisimha and his devotee Prahlad, with a few extra characters. I don't know if you know any other characters who might be involved. Hiranyakashipu, very good, very good. Yeah, so there's a basic plot, and we're going to review the plot. But just a few comments right off the bat. Even though these events occurred millions of years ago, and sometimes people might view them as allegorical or mythological or something. Actually, the Vedic teachers, the acharyas, like Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Lord Chaitanya, and Srila Prabhupada, they all accept this as factual information. During this pastime, Lord Nrisimha appeared. The Lord appears many, many, many times. It's described like, if you've gone to the ocean, how many times do the waves come in? Like 5, 10? No, more? Less. More. Yeah, they just keep on coming. They keep on coming. And he appears not only in human species, he also appears in other species. In fact, in every species of life he's coming. And you see here on the right wall, or my right, some of your left, right, your left. Do you see this is a sample of the different incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And each time that he comes, he comes for a particular reason. He doesn't do it, he's not just kind of like sightseeing. But he comes to
protect his devotees,
take care of problems, and to enliven his devotees. Yeah. So I talked about how the Lord appears in all different kinds of species. This Lord Nrisimha is very unusual because he's not just one species. He's half lion, half man. Usually you don't find things like that, right? So you might think, oh, well, wow, gosh, that must be some kind of imaginary thing. But unless God can do something wonderful, how is he God? You follow? In order to be God, he must be able to do something very wonderful. So this is a very wonderful incarnation, Lord Nrisimha. So we'll talk about the background of his appearance, and just according to Srimad Bhagavatam, there's all different kinds of Vedic literature, but the Srimad Bhagavatam is called the fruit of the tree of Vedic literature. A tree is known by the fruit it gives. To Srimad Bhagavatam, this information we're getting here is the ripened fruit of the tree. It's not a sour fruit, a ripe fruit. And it said that if we give and we meditate and think about it here, give oral reception to these activities, we get spiritual development. We get spiritual merit just by hearing about these activities. So the Vedas describe that there's both a material and a spiritual existence. Both of them created by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord, he manifests unlimited Vaikuntha planets, and the topmost planet of the Vaikuntha, there's millions of them, and the topmost planet is Krishnaloka, or Goloka Vrindavan. Yeah. And in the spiritual sky, or Vaikuntha, you have a calculation of the acharyas, 3/4 of the creation is spiritual. And this 1/4 is there in the material world, which is created and destroyed at various intervals, while the spiritual sky is eternal and is never annihilated. Thus, the material universe, such as this one, is described, it's called another name for it, the material universe is Mrityuloka. You know that? Mrityuloka. Mrityuloka means, yeah, the place where everybody has to die. So each universe is managed by a Brahma, a Lord Brahma, along with different demigods in the system, according to the desire of Krishna. Just like a viceroy rules or governs according to the desire of a king. So the demigods manage the universal affairs on behalf of Lord Krishna. So, by the arrangement of the Lord, 2 of his doorkeepers were cursed by sages from this universe to be born here and to be inimical to the interests of the Lord and to serve the Lord by fighting with him. You see, in Vaikuntha, in the spiritual world, in Goloka Vrindavan, they don't have anybody, there's no fighting going on. Everybody's cool. But so Krishna has that desire, just like sometimes people like to fight, mock fighting. So who can fight with Krishna? Krishna's devotees will fight. So this was an arrangement by the Lord that his devotees get cursed to come into this universe just to give him some excitement like that. They were born, those 2 doorkeepers were born as the sons of Diti, Hiranyakashipu. Now, Hiranyakashipu is a very nice name. Hiranya means gold, Sukasoni, yeah, gold. And Kashipu means nice, soft, comfortable bed. So these are 2 things that he's really the epitome of the materialist, because he's doing one thing for as much gold power as possible, and the other side as much sensual gratification as possible, so those things go together. So Hiranyaksha was the younger, Hiranyakashipu was the older brother. You know what happened to Hiranyaksha? It's up there. The Lord appeared as a boar to lift the earth out of a dirty place, and in the process he had a clash with Hiranyaksha, who was the brother of... Good, I understand, you're with me. And guess what happened to Hiranyaksha? He was gone. So Hiranyakashipu, what happened? What do you think he was response? What happens if your brother is killed? You want revenge, right? You wanted revenge. He said, God, Vishnu, is supposed to be equal to everyone. But now he's taking the sides of the demigods against us. What is this? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take his position, I'm going to cut off his head, and I'm going to drink his blood. So, that's what he said. He was not such a nice guy. That was his plan. Actually, the Lord is equally kind to everyone. But some people take advantage and some people don't. The college and the prison house are both functions of the government. But by a person's activities, they go to one or the other. And you can say, the government is favorable because they're giving this person to college. I got thrown in jail. Well, you have something to do with that. So, the sun shines for everyone, but some people are like owls, and they don't go out of the sun. Right? So, anyway, so that was his take. He wanted to get revenge on Vishnu, and so how was he going to do it? He ordered he had his associates also. They should go and kill all Brahmins and all cows.
Oh my gosh.
You know why? because these are the important beings that uphold religious principles. The Brahmin is supposed to be teaching. Brahma Janapiti Brahmana. A Brahmin is somebody not who's born in a certain family, but can teach you the difference between spirit and matter and the importance of those. So Brahmin is very important in society, and Go, cow. So therefore, the prayer goes like this. Jagadhitaya Krishna. Krishna. Go Brahman Hitaya. He's the well-wisher of the go, the cows, and the Brahmins. Yeah, he's Jagadhitaya. But not just them, but especially them, but he's well-wisher of all, the whole universe. Jagadhitaya Krishna. Govindaya. So anyway, that's what he was. So then, you know what he did? He decided he was going to practice some austerities. And if you want to accomplish anything in life, it's usually you have to perform some kind of, go through austerities. You know, whether you're a scientist working long hours, or you want to go through medical school, whatever it might be. If you want to achieve something good, there's some austerity that has to be done. So Hiranyakashipu, he decided he was going to perform austerities. Now, usually you think of a person who does austerities, they must be kind of like a religious person, right? Doing something. Yeah, well, it depends on what you're doing the austerities for. People can do austerities for all kinds of reasons. Hiranyakashipu, he wanted to do austerities so that he could become deathless. And he wanted to take over the position of Lord Brahma, the number one demigod in the universe. So that was his position. So you know what he did? He stood on his toes and controlled his breathing for 100 celestial years. You try it for 5 minutes. You try it for 5 minutes. He was with his hands up above his head, breathing. He started to create a mystic fire that was disturbing the whole universe. And so the demigods were worried. They went to Lord Brahma. They said, do something. Do something. So Lord Brahma, he said, okay, let me see. I'll take him. So he came, he looked around, he was looking, this must be somebody doing something, some austerity. He couldn't see anybody initially, but he saw there was an anthill. And inside the anthill, with his x-ray vision, he could understand there was Hiranyakashipu doing austerities because his flesh had been eaten by ants. But he was able to maintain his life by circulating the air within his bones. Remember those things you used to see on Halloween, skeletons? Yeah. So there's been some credence to that story. Srila Prabhupada says in the purport of that describing that it's not unusual for yogis in India sometimes to be buried underground and then unearthed some days later without any problem. So they can keep their air circulating inside their bones. And he said, some people say that Lord Jesus Christ, he actually didn't die on the cross, but went into samadhi, and later they put him in the cave, he came out and went to Kashmir. Anyway, a renewed body by the energy of Lord Brahma. So then Hiranyakashipu bowed down at Lord Brahma, and he gave these wonderful prayers, beautiful prayers, very devotional prayers to Lord Brahma. And Lord Brahma said, okay, I'll give you a benediction. What benediction do you want? So this is very interesting. Usually, demons we're having a lecture. Usually, demons are worship demigods. Who did Ravana? Who was Ravana's Ishtadeva? Right here. Those who worship bribe somebody in the government. Then he says, Kama istayastaya hrita jnana prapadyante anya devata. Influenced by kama. You know what kama is? Lust, kama. There's two things, kama and prema. Kama means a desire out of material desire, selfish desire. Cryogenic. So this is the idea of Hiranyakashipu. So he said, okay, no, all right. So then, give me these boons. Then give me these boons. I will not be killed in the daytime or at night. Okay. Om Tat Sat. I won't be born or be killed inside or outside. Okay. I won't be killed by man, beast, or demigod. Okay. I won't be killed in the sky, on land, or on the water. Okay. I won't be killed by any weapon. Okay. So then he thought, all right, all these boons, I must be immortal. And so then he went to town then. He took over the universe. He kicked Indra, demigod Indra, who was the overall ruler of the heavenly planets. He kicked him out of his position and took over, and everybody was paying obeisances to him. One thing happened though. While he was out performing austerities, his wife was already pregnant. And when the demigods, they took advantage of him being away, and they came and they attacked his place, and they took his wife, and they thought, oh, we're going to wait until the child is born and kill him. Because they thought, like father, like son. Yeah, so the big demon here, and he goes, what do you think the son's going to be? But Narad Muni, he came and said, no, you don't touch, you cannot kill this child, because he is a great devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, Narad Muni took her to his ashram. And you might know that when she went to his ashram, Narad gave her spiritual instruction. Prahlad was in the womb. His mother forgot about it. Her memory wasn't so great. But Prahlad, in the womb, he took it very seriously. And just how long this time he was maybe, a few months in the womb. He heard from Narad Muni, and he became a fully enlightened soul in just a few months. How serious he was. Okay. So, then later, Prahlad, that was the name of the son, is Prahlad, Hiranyakashipu's son. Of course, what does a parent want to do when a child gets about 5 years old? Yeah, they want to, not just any school, right? Not just any school, but they have to send them to the best school, isn't it? Because their whole future is dependent on their education. And if they don't have good education, that's kind of their life could be wasted. So Hiranyakashipu had his hand-picked teachers that he sent his son to learn from. He was in a private school. It wasn't a public school. He was in a private school. Not a charter school, but private. And one day, Hiranyakashipu called his son after he'd been in school for a few months, and what did you learn at school today, son? So without hesitation, he said that I understand asat-viha, because they've accepted something that's not true. So they're always disturbed in the mind. So the best thing for such a person is to give up their material attachments and go to a holy place and take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hiranyakashipu, he thought, some devotee, some Vaishnava must have put on a disguise, stolen into the school, and programmed my son. So I have to get him deprogrammed, right? So he called the teachers. What are you doing? Oh my God! He said, be vigilant. Be vigilant. So anyway, they took, okay. So they took him back, and of course they continued their education about dharma, artha, kama, moksha, those things. And then after some time, Prahlad Maharaj came back and offered his obeisances to his father. His father said, "Son, come on my lap." And he smelled his head. I don't know, do they do this in the United States? They do this in India. You know, for the son, the father smells the head, and so it's kind of a symptom of affection. Do they do that? Yeah. You don't do that anymore? Anyway, they do that. Okay, you don't do it, all right. So he smelled his head. So he said, "Now, son, tell me what the best thing you've learned. What is the best thing you've learned from your teachers? So then he says, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. You should, these things, these 9 processes of devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, that is the essence of all knowledge. And anyone who is intelligent will be engaged in this way. And then he said, Nate vidu svartagatim hi Vishnu. This is his actual words. This is, from millions of years ago. Nate vidu svartagatim hi Vishnu means we people in general, we don't realize that our real interest is to serve Vishnu. Because within our hearts we have all these material desires, but those material desires won't bring us happiness. Durashaya je bhagirarthamanina. People are running after ephemeral, superficial things. Bhagirarthamanina. And people are being led by a blind person, and they're also blind. So what happens when a blind person leads another blind person? Udadani badha. They both fall into a ditch. So this is Prahlad Maharaj saying that. So he said, Naishamati Stadu Urukuraman Green. He said, the whole purpose of our life should be to take the dust of the lotus feet of a great personality, a great devotee who's given up all material desires. Without doing that, we're stuck in this material world. So what was Hiranyakashipu's response?
Yeah, that's cool.
Kill him! Kill him! 5-year-old boy, kill him! So they tried to kill him. He didn't do it himself this time. He didn't do it himself. He had his servants do it. So they threw him off. Hare Krishna. So they threw him off a cliff. They put him under stampeding elephants. They gave him poison. They put him in fire. This is Prahlad. Each instance, all he did was remember Krishna, and he wasn't fazed. He came out successful. There are different Mahajans who epitomize certain kinds of bhakti. And Prahlad Maharaj is the devotee who shows the example of smaranam, always remembering Krishna. Yeah, so he was like that. So finally the servants of Hiranyakashipu got exasperated, and they went back to her and we said, we can't do it, we can't kill him. We can't kill him. So they said, why don't let us work on him a little bit more. We'll be a little more careful. We'll make sure that he doesn't get any other information from any other source, and we'll get it done. So anyway, so he allowed it for now. More indoctrination. But what happened then was Prahlad Maharaj was going to school, and then he started talking to his schoolmates. Oh. He's 5, they're 5. What do kids at 5 years old do? They like to play. Running in, running out, running in, running out, running in. They play. So, but Prahlad Maharaj preached to them, he said, Kaumara acharet pragyo dharman bhagavataniha dulabam manavam janma. He said, this really, to be effective, religion should be practiced from a very young age. Because this human form of life that you and I have, it's very rare. And it's the only thing, only in the human form of life can you become free from the cycle of repeated birth and death and achieve Krishna consciousness. So he was talking like that to his classmates, and they said, "Oh, come on, Prahlad, let's play. We can do that later. We can do this, right? When we're old, we'll do that. When we'll become religious when we're old. Now we're young, we want to have a lot of fun." So then Prahlad said, "Well, you know, a person's life duration is like, at the most, how long?
100 years.
You say 100? Yeah, probably not even. Probably nobody here will live 100. But anyway, so if you give you 100, okay. The first 10 years are bewildered, or passed by being bewildered in childhood. The next 10 years, sporting. The last 20 years, old age, invalidity, and yeah. So that's, and then they started doing Sankirtan, Hare Krishna. The last straw. Hiranyakashipu said, "Come on, okay. You talk about God, and you say God is everywhere, all pervading. Yeah. Okay. Let's see how He protects you when I, who's the real person in charge here, cuts off your head. Let's see Him protect you." He said this. So he said, "Yeah, so you think he's everywhere? Okay, here there's a pillar in front of me. Let's see." And he went and he took his fist, not a sword, but a fist, and he smashed the pillar. And then as soon as he smashed the pillar, out of the pillar came, there was a roar, a deafening roar. Have you ever heard a lion roar in person? It's very scary. Between Nrisimha and Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu was like an elephant, and Lord Nrisimha is the lion. And when there's a fight between a lion and an elephant in the jungle, who wins? And with the nails of his paws, ripped him apart and took the intestines. See, this is very gory, but people don't like this part. But actually, this is all good, because by being killed by the Supreme Personality of God, Hiranyakashipu got the body. Anyway, so he was roaring, and all the demigods, they were watching this because it was pretty amazing. And they thought maybe they would try to pacify Lord Nrisimha because he was scaring everybody. But nobody could do anything. Even Lakshmi, she was coming, Lakshmi Nrisimha, she tried, no good. So finally they pushed Prahlad Maharaj up to try to pacify Lord Nrisimha. And he offered obeisances to Lord Nrisimha and gave him a garland. And Lord Nrisimha put his hand on his head, Prahlad Maharaj. And then Prahlad Maharaj immediately began to offer these beautiful prayers that go on for long, many verses, beautiful prayers. And at the end of that, then Nrisimha said, "Okay, I would like to give you a boon, of course, a boon. Because usually when people do religious activities, they want something from it. Yojave palapave. That's what we want. Give me something. Give me. So Prahlad Maharaj says, "Oh, you want to do that? So you think I'm a businessman? Or you say Vanya? You say Vanya? You're a businessman. I'm doing this prayer and this devotional service because I'm thinking I'm going to get something. No. I don't take. This is very, very important, Prahlad Maharaj, because Anyavilashita shunyam dhyana karma dhyanavritam anukulyena krishnana shilanam bhakti uttamam. Devotional service, pure devotional service means giving up all desire for any other thing. I don't want praise. I don't want monetary response. I don't want comfort for me. Nothing. I just want to do devotional service for Krishna's pleasure. Devotional service means using your senses for the service of the master of the senses. That's bhakti. So that's what Prahlad Maharaj said. So then, but Nrisimha insisted. He said, "Oh no, you must take. So you know what Prahlad Maharaj said? He said, "You know that my father who gave me all that trouble tried to kill me? Can you free him from his sinful reactions?" He said, "See, this is the nature of a devotee. They have no grudge. Then you do that. And so then Lord Nrisimha said, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. Because just by you being such an exalted devotee, 7 generations ahead of you and 7 generations behind you will become completely free from their sinful reactions just by your devotional service. Anyway, so this is Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
So there are many lessons we can learn about, through Prahlad Maharaj and his activities with Lord Nrisimha. Prahlad was in the womb. Sometimes people think that life starts when they're born. No. He learned in the womb. And we shouldn't try to emulate Hiranyakashipu because the results are not very auspicious. We can follow in the footsteps of Prahlad Maharaj and take the dust of the lotus feet of pure devotees, like Srila Prabhupada, and put them on our head to become closer to Krishna. So how can we take, what does it mean to take the dust of the pure devotee and bathe ourselves in it? It means to follow their instructions. This is Srila Prabhupada's temple. So if we can make this the most wonderful temple, however it may be, cleanest temple, most beautiful temple, the most welcoming temple, that will be very pleasing to Srila Prabhupada. Take the dust from his feet on our head. That'll be very good. Okay, I know it's time for me to stop. Are we ready for this? I don't know if there's time for any questions. Probably not. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. On time. On time. On time. And it started 7 minutes late.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama.
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
So let us thank His Grace Vishwanath Prabhu for the wonderful Nrisimha Katha. So the next program is we'll have a classical dance. Before we begin, if I can request all the Prabhus to move front to make space in the back. Also, Mataji, if you can just right here. Matajis can also move all to the front to make space in the back so that if more people are coming and help them just accommodate. So today's dance performance will be given by a school by name Natya Arati, headed by Arati. So let us welcome all the class at the dance school headed by Arati Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Namaskaram, everybody. Very nice to see all of you today. And thank you, Shyam Dasa and Meenakshi for giving us this opportunity. My name is Aarti Narayan. I teach Bharatanatyam in the Exton Downingtown area. And today we will perform 2 items for you. The first item is Madhurashtakam, Adharam Madhuram. It is composed by Saint Vallabhacharya, and it is describes Lord Krishna. And he says, everything about Krishna is sweet and pleasurable to the senses. His lips are sweet, his face is sweet, his eyes are sweet, the way he stands is sweet, his friends are sweet. The first part of this dance item is a Sanskrit shlokam that's composed by Madhurashtakam is in Raga Mand and Aditala. The first part of this is composed by remembering his name. It says that Krishna has not gone away from Vrindavana. He still is here. I can still feel his presence here. And that's by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is the first part of the Madhurashtakam. Following the Madhurashtakam, we will be doing a Tilana in Raga Hindolam and Aditala. So my students are Shreya Kakumani. You guys want to start walking as I call your name and get into position for Madhurashtakam? Anjana Ajit, Nisha Narayan, Sahasra Arla and Nandita Reddy. We're going to start with Madhurashtakam. Thank you again for giving us this opportunity.
Vrindavana paridajya padam ekam na gacchati. Vrindavana paridajya padam ekam na gacchati. Vrindavana paridajya padam ekam na gacchati. Vrindavana paridajya padam ekam Go.
We'll be ready in a couple of minutes. So the Madhurashtam that we did, as you saw, Vallabhacharya's composition, was describing every part of Krishna that is sweet. Even the banks of the river Yamuna, the lotus that comes out of the river Yamuna, his friends, the cowherds and the cowgirls and the cowboys, all of them are sweet. The way he puts his tilak is sweet. The way he smiles is sweet. The way he punishes is also sweet. The way he rewards somebody is also sweet. And the first part, as you saw, was wherever in Vrindavana you go, you can still feel the presence of Krishna here. And the second item we're going to do is Tilana. And this Tilana is normally done at the end of a Bharatanatyam dance recital. It is a fast rhythmic dance item which requires exemplary skills in timing, rhythm and synchronization. This is in Rag, Hindolam and Aditara. The lyrical passage of this Tilana is in the Telugu language and it is in praise of Shiva Shankari or goddess Parvati. So we will do this shortly. One of my dancers is not feeling that great, so I'll just go check on her. Please bear with me. Thank you.
more time. Let's show our appreciation for Caturdasi. Hare Krishna. Okay, we're going to do a couple of things right now, and I have confidence we're going to be able to pull this off. And usually the Hare Krishnas are known for their organization and being able to do multiple things at one time, but I'm feeling because it's a special day, when the Sugar Dave's appearance day, we're going to be able to pull this one off. So, first thing we got going on is we want to thank our sponsors tonight, because right after this we're going to go into the Prasadam Hall and break Prasadam. Many devotees have been fasting, so we don't want to prolong that toward at the end of the program. So we want to thank Nikunja Gopika Mataji Devi Dasi. She sponsored tonight's feast. Is she here tonight? Okay, so let's show our appreciation for her. Let's raise our hands and chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If anybody's interested in sponsoring either the garlands, the flower decorations, that's available to be sponsored. There's a table right outside here. If you're interested in doing that sponsorship, you can. It'd be much appreciated. These festivals are available to us and are made possible due to the generous donations of the devotees that come out. Another opportunity here is that we have these beautiful puja thali plates. And on these puja thali plates we have sweets, fruit, beautiful picture of Lord Nrisimha that you can take with you. And each person who participates will get their own Nrisimha Kavacha Pravitra. You'll be able to offer it to the deity of Lord Nrisimha once he comes off the altar, and you'll be able to keep it. So these are $25. We have a couple left. You can sign up right outside at the table. So that's the first thing we're going to do. In just a minute, the deity curtain is going to open. Lord Nrisimha is going to come. There's going to be an arti, and those who have sponsored the puja thalis are going to come forward here. Where's Bhakti Shakti Prabhu? He's in the back. Okay, he's going to be here. He's going to light your candle, and then we have Sridhar, one of our pujaris here. He's going to guide you through the arti as you go through. So if you're interested again, if you've already sponsored, please go outside and get your puja thali plate. And if you're interested, you can go out there and sponsor yours. So at the same time, we have our temple priest, Brajvandu Prabhu. He's going to be chanting the Nrisimha Kavacha prayers. They're going to be displayed up on here. We're not going to go back and forth. We're going to chant along with him. He's going to chant them at a pace that everybody should be able to follow, hopefully. One quick thing about these prayers, the Nrisimha Kavacha. Kavacha is known as an armor, a body armor. So if soldiers go out to war, they wear something called a kavacham. It's like a breastplate, protects you. So this Nrisimha Kavacha is prayers to Nrisimha Deva. Nrisimha Deva is the manifestation of the Supreme Lord who comes to protect his devotee in a very fierce form, half man, half lion. So these prayers invoke a sense of protection, spiritual protection over us. So we'll hear them, we'll recite, Brajavani Prabhu will lead us through that. At the end of the Nrisimha Kavacha prayers and the puja thalis, we invite everybody to get in line. The men will be on this side, the women will be on that side. There are flower baskets on the ladies' side and the men's side. No one can say they haven't come here at least once. So a lot of times your first time is a very memorable time. So today, Sheshachai Vishnu Prabhu, he told us today was his 30th anniversary of coming to the Hare Krishna Temple. Back in 1989, 30 years of coming to the Hare Krishna Temple. Service. Okay, So in just a minute, we'll be starting the Arctic and the Shane Kavacha prayers.
Jai.